Okay, so we're going to do a quadratic question. It's question 11, so it's not a higher one. We're not going to factorise this, we're just going to use it to find the values of y. Once I found the values of y, I can use the coordinates from the table to do this. And I'll plot my coordinates and draw a curve. Okay, happy quaddy because there is no minus in front of x squared, so it should look like a smiley face. You're going to use your calculator to substitute the values of x into this. Okay, it's the most effective way. It's only 2 marks, so you only allocate 2 minutes to this. So x squared, I'm going to use -1. I'm going to use brackets to ensure that I'm substituting into calculator very well or correctly, and it's going to avoid any errors. All I'm doing is using the pieces from the formula to do this. 4 and x next to each other, so they're times in. X is now -1 for this section because I'm using that, so all I'm doing is substituting those values in. I get 3. Okay. I could use a non-calculator method for this, and I'll show you the non-calculator method for the benefit of you. Because it's y equals x squared minus 4x minus 2, anywhere where there's an x I'm going to use -1. This is the best way of displaying 4 times -1 when you're using substitution, because they're next to each other in algebra. We ignore the times sign. -1 squared is 1, 2 minuses make a plus. 4 times 1 is 4, 2 minuses again make a plus. I'm going to take away 2. These 2 make 5. 5 take 2 is 3. So you could do that method, and you may be expected to use that method on a foundation paper. Non-calculator and calculator, same for this. Right then, using the calculator, what I can do with the calculator is navigate, especially if you've got these ones, and you will be given these ones in your exam, and substitute a different value in straight away without having to change much, and it minimises the errors that I could have. Okay, so straight away it's giving me values. And what you should notice when I enter the next value is a property that you'd see often or all the time with quadratics, is that it's symmetrical. So from the centre there, -6, you've got -5, -5, -2, -2, 3 and 3. So that's another way of confirming if you've got it right. Now what you do with that table is use it to plot your coordinates. So you just literally read them off. So this one is going to be -1, 3, 0, -2, and so on. Okay, because the values of the table, x and y, coordinates are x and y. The first one, -1, -3, along the corridor, up or down the stairs. 0, -2. 1, -5. Sorry, look at this one, -1, 3. Can't follow my own instructions. 0, -2. 1, -5. 2, -6. 3, -5. And you can see the symmetrical idea coming out. 4, -2. 5, 3. Okay, you can see this smiley face when I bring it back up. Smiley face for the quadratic. Okay, so I'm going to use these to plot a curve. Now, if you use a ruler, kiss goodbye some marks. Okay, so curve is a sketch. You then take a pencil and you can go roughly as if you're doing a little accurate drawing, like this, if you would like. Okay, and then confirm it a bit darker, but for those brave people like me, because I'm practiced, I should be able to do a decent effort like that. Okay, that is a decent effort, and that will get me all the marks that I need. Okay, the essential thing is that I've not got a ruler to figure that out. Okay, to connect those lines or dots. Right, next bit. We've drawn our quadratic, and then it's saying, right, figure out the values of x when y is -3. Now y equals -3 is a line. It's told you what axis it wants you to go through. It wants you to go through the y-axis, and it wants you to go through the axis at -3. So it's a straight line through the y-axis at -3. Now, looking at the diagram, it's intersected the quadratic twice. There's two answers, so it's looking good. What you do when you've done that is go up to the x-axis when you intersect it, and you will tell you the two different values of x. So for this one it looks like 0.3, and this one it looks like 3.9. Because of the nature of the way you draw the quadratic, it could vary in terms of your accuracy. There will be maybe 1 decimal or 2 decimal places error allowed for that, these two answers.